Hey guys, this is Marie and I'm back with another video, and this video is going to be Betta Fish Casper Tank Tour. So let's get started. So in this video I will be showing you and talking to you a little bit about my Betta Fish Casper and also giving you guys a full tank tour. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, as you guys can see at the title of this video is going to be all about my Betta Fish Casper and also a full tank tour. So here we go. Now, as you guys can see here, this is my 5-gallon Betta Fish tank, and the fish that is living in here is my half moon king male Betta Fish, and his name is Casper. I've had him for now about 2.5 months. I got him back in August around my birthday, and he is doing absolutely amazing and awesome. He is very happy and healthy in his 5-gallon tank. He does eat in the afternoon. I do give him about 2 to 3 pellets at night before I turn the light off, and he is doing such a good job. He's swimming a lot in his 5-gallon tank. He's always around his plants and his little decoration, but he's doing amazing. There he is on the top. He is a all white Betta fish with a little speck of black on the back of his body and a little bit on his tail and fins also. Let's see if we can get a little close up of him so you guys can see. So here he is. He's so beautiful and he's just amazing. There he is. Alright, so this tank is from actually Walmart. I've had these tanks for a while now, but if you are looking for a nice little 5-gallon tank to start off with, definitely check out Walmart. They are kits, so they come with the tank, the lid, the LED lights, and also the filter. Now, everything else that you're going to be seeing inside of this tank actually came from either PetSmart or Petco. So here's a little overview of everything. So let's go ahead and give you guys a little tour. Now, the very first thing I have in here is my substrate, and my substrate is little gravel rocks, and these are little natural rocks that I get from Walmart. They are 5-pound bags, and I believe they're still like $4.99, so about $5 a bag. And usually I put about 2 bagfuls of my tanks. I like to have a lot of rocks in there, so when I put my plants in there, I can actually like dig them in there down deep, and so I can cover them very well. So that's why I always get about 2 5-pound bags of rocks. So that's why you probably see why I do have a lot of rocks on the bottom of my tanks. But here's a little overview. And I like to stick with the natural theme with all of my tanks, so I always stick with the brown gravel or rocks that are like a light color brown, or you can go with the darker or lighter brown. They do have those at Walmart also. But here's what it looks like. The next thing is my plants. Now, all of my plants are actually live plants. I've recently turned into getting live plants probably about a year or 2 ago. I did use fake plants for a while, and the reason why was because I was kind of afraid to get live plants because I was afraid I was going to probably kill them. So I was always sticking with the fake plants. But once I started getting into the live plants and starting with one tank, I did it. And they actually did very well inside of the tank, so I decided to switch all of my tanks with live plants. So I think I've had plants for now that are live for about a year or 2 now, and they're doing absolutely amazing. They do grow a lot of that brown stuff on the plants that you could probably see. So I usually, when I do a water change, I just take a little toothbrush and scrub it off to get it off. But other than that, they do very well. I've only actually had one maybe die since I've had live plants. Other than that, they are very good plants. My Betta fish absolutely love them. They're a lot more better to have than the fake plants because the live plants can grow very good and it can fill your tank up, so it makes it look like it's a little forest inside of your tank, and they will not hurt your Betta fish because they're super soft plants and they are such a very amazing plants. Now all of my plants are from PetSmart. I do get a lot of them there because they seem to have a lot fuller plants that I like. Most of them are like fern plants. I don't know exactly the full name of them, but they are usually in those little plastic containers in the back area where the fish are. And usually they can peak between around like $9.99 to up to about $12.99. I usually get them. But the main two are these tall ones, and then the ones that look like they're more fuller out. Those are my main plants that I like to get inside of my tanks. And all of my tanks, my plants are pretty much the same. So that is what they look like. I do have a total of 4 plants in here. So I do have one right here in the corner, one right there in the middle, and then I have 2 that are on the side and the back. And these guys have actually grown a lot since I've had them, especially this one right here. It's pretty much almost on the top of where the water is. And then this one pretty much kind of grows up and out a little bit. And then these guys right here actually have grown a little bit. They're not as tall, but they are growing, and they do very well in the tank. Alright, the next thing is his decoration. Now I was trying to go with something different. I do go with natural theme decorations that are like caves. And I did find this one. I think it's like a tree trunk, but it's like an old-fashioned one that doesn't have like any kind of like, what do you call it? Like any stumps or anything on it. It's kind of hard to explain, but let me see if I can show you the back of it. So it's pretty nice. It's a really tall decoration. I was almost thinking that it was not going to fit in here, but it fits perfectly. And it's very natural, and I absolutely love that. It's not a very good hiding spot for him, but he likes to kind of swim through it because it has like different spots where he can go. And then it also has this little area right here. But it's really nice. I did get this at PetSmart also. And I think this goes very well with the theme that I was trying to go with inside of this tank. The next thing is his filter. Now, like I said, this filter did come with the tank. It's a Whisper filter, and it's for a 5-gallon tank. And it does very well once you start doing water changes and keep your filter clean. It does a very good job. It keeps the water as clear as you can get it, as you guys can see here. And I really have no problems with these filters. They do a very good job. Just keep up with your water changes and changing the filter at least once a month. And they do absolutely amazing, and they keep the water nice and clear and clean for your betta fish. The next thing is this heater. This is, I can't remember the name of the heater, but I did actually get some of these from Walmart. And then when Walmart stopped selling them at Walmart, I do get them at PetSmart. And I like these heaters because, as you can see, the little green light in the back means the water is the right temperature that it needs to be for your betta fish. And then when the temperature goes down, the little light will go on red, and that means it is actually heating up the water for you. And when the water gets to the temperature that it needs to get, then it will go back to the green. And they work very well. I actually do have 2 of these inside of my tanks, and then I do have the other one that's kind of like the flat one that goes up against the tank, and then I do have a bigger one that goes in my 10-gallon tank that kind of does the same thing. It will turn off and on when it needs to be. But I have had these heaters for a very long time now, and they do a great job, especially in the winter time when it gets a little bit more colder and you have to keep your betta fish nice and warm in a certain temperature. They work very well inside of the winter time. So if you're looking for a really good heater, definitely check them out. Check them out in Walmart first. If not, then go to PetSmart. They do have them there. And I think they're like $15 to $20, so not very expensive, but they are a pretty good price. But they are doing very amazing, and it fits perfect. They do have different ones. I think this one is for like a 5 to 10 gallon tank, and then they do have higher one. I think it goes to like a 20 or 25. I can't remember because it's been a while since I've gotten them, because mine have actually lasted for a very long time, and I really haven't had to actually buy another one since then. So, but here is a little overview of everything inside of the tank. And then I'll show you a quick view over here. And it comes with the little hole that you can actually feed your betta fish in. And then here's like where the filter goes, and you can put your heater right here, and you have plenty of room. I like to have my filters in the middle because it seems to help the water flow better in the middle than have them on the side. Now, when I first started with tanks, I actually did have my filter on the side, and it didn't flow the water very well, so I decided to start moving them in the middle in the past couple of years when I've had betta fish, and it seems like it helps the water flow a lot more better, and it kind of filters it a lot more better too. So I like to have my filters more in the middle. And then let me show you the little LED lights. So it's probably going to blind you for a second, but here's what they look like. And then the string hooks up right there, and then it goes in the back right there. So, and then here's what the filter does. So you can see how it flows around the whole tank. But that is what it looks like. Like I said, they're really good tanks. I absolutely love them. I don't use this feed hole. I like to actually open my lid and put my finger in there. He probably thinks I'm about to feed him. But then I just drop the little pellet right there next to him, and then he grabs it. And it's a lot easier to feed. But if you have other fish and you want to put the food right here, it's a perfect little hole to do that. But there he is one more time. Beautiful betta fish. But that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below, and definitely don't forget to subscribe to my channel to see more. Until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!